Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so today I want to talk about spiritual awakening because if you're even watching this video, you are on some kind of spiritual journey. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And I'm just going to give you my account of mine and then talk about why I think it happened. Like, what are the requirements, I guess, for you to become awakened? Yeah, because when you hear someone say spiritual awakening, it sounds like fiction. Like, okay, whatever. um, Even myself being a spiritual person, I hear other people talk about their spiritual awakenings. I'm like, okay, like, you're just like very far removed from the experience, so it doesn't seem real, or it seems like this like really out of reach, like mystical thing that will never happen to you. But it's not true, because it is very, very real. And I don't think I wouldn't have asked for a spiritual awakening if I knew what it was going to entail. In my life before, it's not a picnic, but I also wouldn't trade it for the world. Um, okay, so, anyways, okay, so after I moved back home after my abusive relationship, I was so emotionally just tired, exhausted, that I made a decision and I said, okay, you know what, God, or universe, I don't want to do any healing. Okay, I don't want to do any healing. I don't want to be thinking about anything. I just want to like pause. Okay, pause. I need a break from anything. So I did that, and then for about 6 months, I didn't. Yeah, I just existed. I got to like breathe a little. But then by Christmas time, I realized that I felt dead inside and nothing made me happy. And I forgot that I had like turned off my emotions and put everything on pause. But I like by Christmas I told my parents, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking miserable. Nothing makes me happy. Nothing. Like not even my cats, which is a big deal, like cuz they bring me a lot of joy." Um and I was so over it. Like I didn't want to die or anything, but it's like, what the fuck is the point? What is the point? And then so on Christmas Day, I woke up and they play that movie, It's a Wonderful Life, over and over again, right? It's a movie my brother had told me about that he loves, and so I watched that movie on repeat, and I thought, if you guys haven't seen it, it's basically about this guy who's a really good guy, and he goes through his life. He's helped a lot of people, and he's got like a really good heart and all that, and then something happens to where he owes money, or he's gonna go to jail or something, and then like everyone that he helped in his past, well, first he wishes that he's never been born, and then an angel comes and shows him like, look, if you never been born, like all these people wouldn't have been helped by you. And then so at the end, all those people that he helped, they all like come together and help him get out of like the situation that he's in. And it's nice, it's a wonderful life. But I saw that and I thought, you know what, if that ever happened to me, there are not enough good deeds that I have done that would save me. Like, I wouldn't have people lining up to like donate money to help me, help me when I'm in trouble. And I was like, oh, I'm not a good person. I mean, I knew that I was inherently good, but I never acted on any impulses to unselfishly, and part of the reason why we can't do that when our cup isn't full, okay, or when we're living in survival mode, you you really can't. You don't have anything to give. But nonetheless, I still felt like, yeah, I've never had the impulse to help someone else. You know, I could barely help myself. But I was like, fuck, I'm not, okay, so I'm like not a good person. And then a couple days later, I went to get coffee, and then the parking attendant, she let me park there for free in this parking lot. And when I went to get my coffee, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try doing something kind and generous out of the goodness of my heart. And see, I'm gonna try doing one of those like pay it forward things, right? So, which I'd never done, but I bought 2 coffees. Okay, and this is when we had to wear masks, so like it's not like she couldn't see who I was, and I, you know, she didn't know my name. But I walked back to the parking lot, and then I gave her, I was like, here, thank you for letting me park here for free. And she was so happy. She was so happy. And I didn't say anything else. I said, okay, bye. And I walked back to my car, and I was like, oh, is that what that feels like? That felt amazing. Okay, so that was like the first good deed. I mean, I'm sure I've done small good deeds, but like, you know, impulsively just done something nice for someone else for no reason. I'd never done that before. And so I was like, okay, I think I can be a good person. I want to be a good person. And then a couple days after that, awaken. Literally something just awakened, okay? I had met someone new who I associated the awakening with this person, but it's not. He I'll explain that later. But when I realized, like, I woke up one day and everything was different, it's like my life had gone from being like black and white, you know, feeling dead inside, to like completely like alive and like technicolor, and like everything, it's like euphoria, or it's like being in the Garden of Eden. And having gone from feeling nothing and miserable to feeling this for no reason, I was like, what is going on? What's going on? And then you feel like energy is just coursing through your body like all day, all night. And that's it's like a Kundalini awakening, which I'm not gonna get into all that in this video, but that's what I was having. But a spiritual awakening altogether. But so the energy, just like, you're just like electric, like super electric, and you just feel in love with everything. It's like you're high, like on MDMA or something. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like oh my god, oh my god, this hair clip, it's so perfect. Oh my god, I never realized how black it was. I'm so grateful for this hair clip. Oh my god, I love it. But that's what it feels like, okay? It's kind of funny, actually. And you feel like you're one with the universe, and because your vibration's so high, your manifestations are coming in like that. Like you're having instant manifestations, and you're channeling things and like information and all of that. You're just like completely open. Okay, so I think that is God. God lifts the veil for you, right? It's like a preview, but it's like, look, okay, you want to be a good person, you want to be awake, this is what it looks like in paradise, okay, in the 5th dimension, on the other side of the veil. And I'm just like, wow, okay. And then shortly after, it subsides, and then, so you still have this feeling of goodness in your heart, and you know that's what you want, but then now it's time to do the work. So your preferences start to change. You start to be kind and compassionate. That stays. So now you feel connected to everything and everyone. So it changes the way you interact with people, okay? So when you're in a state of survival mode and you're being abused by the narcissist, or like, you know, your cup's not full. I started to lack empathy. I had empathy fatigue. So I mean, I used to be a covert narcissist, I think, too, you know? Definitely. So after the awakening, that stayed with me. So I think that stays with you. You get your empathy back, okay? And because you have your empathy, it forces you to change your behavior. Now it's time to change your ways, okay? Because you're connected to everything now. So things you wouldn't do before, like, you know, like buy someone else a coffee, or just it affects, you know. And then you're going to be faced with choices like, okay, do I still, you know, do destructive things that you used to do in the past, like, you know, going out and partying, or just, I don't know, thoughtless things. It's hard. Okay, I don't want to talk about that part right now. I just want to talk about the awakening part. But yeah, I think if you're watching this video and you're curious, or you're wanting a spiritual awakening, like, then you're probably meant to have one. You know, it's probably on your path. I don't think it will come until you are ready. And I think you're ready when it's time for transformation, and you sincerely in your heart desire to be different, then it'll happen. But you know, everything's in divine timing. Like, you could want it. It's like, oh, let me awaken now. But if like you're not, you know, you still have other things to experience, it's not going to happen. But when it does happen and it's sincere, you're like really ready to be a different person, and you tell God, okay, I'm ready. I want to be good. I want to be on your team. Then I think that's when he awakens you. Because I didn't know that that's what I was asking for. I didn't know that was going to happen. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. But yeah, everything is really magical on the other side of the veil. So I would say yes. If it happens to you, go with it. And, you know, change your life. Give up all the things that you think you want, but actually don't. Okay, anyways, that's all. Okay, guys, I'll see you in my next video. If anybody wants to share their spiritual awakening story with me, please do. Okay. All right. I love you, and have a good evening, and I'll see you later. Bye.